Hello and welcome to JRock's Babylon. I'm your host, Jason JRock Houston, and our guest today is Jack Frost. Now, Jack, a lot of people know you because you previously played with Seven Witches, Lizzie Borden, Sabotage. We're talking to you today about a new project you have called Night Terror with Jason McMaster, of course, from Dangerous Toys. So talk about the new project and how you guys first came together.
Well, it's pretty easy. What it was we were talking about doing a new Seven Witches record, right? Mm-hmm. And I kind of felt that, no disrespect to the history of that band, but we've been through so many singers and drummers, bass players, and it got to the point where it's like, oh, here's another Seven Witches album with another singer and another drummer. And it gets to the point where I feel it's not fair to the fans because it's like for me, I'm a big sports guy, right? So I'll watch a football team and you love the quarterback, and then two years later he's gone, and then you buy the jersey and he goes somewhere else. This guy goes somewhere else.
Yeah.
We felt that maybe it'd be better just to come out like, when Motley Crue came out with Motley Crue with Karabi, which I love that album. They should have called it something else because I think it would have done way better because people want. So that's really what it was. We just wanted a fresh start, a fresh canvas to kind of just do something in the new wave of British heavy metal, where I come from, but just with a fresh approach.
Yeah, I got to tell you, Jack, I think that's pretty cool because again, in listening to the single that's out there, I think it's called "Remedy Is a Poison." I've always loved Jason's vocals, and many people know him from Broken Teeth and Dangerous Toys, of course. And this does sound very different from those two bands. It is heavily. You can hear the new wave of British heavy metal influence, and it's very. It maybe even sounds closer to what he did with the band Watchtower.
Well, I'm going to say something. I ain't that technical because Jazambek, wow, dude, he's not from this world as a guitar player. Yeah. That dude is, but I appreciate that. It's funny because Tekio was in Seven Witches and he was in Watchtower.
Oh, that's interesting because, I think maybe what I'm going on is just the heaviness of it, like compared to, Dangerous Toys is pretty heavy, but not quite as heavy as what you guys are doing here,
Right. I thank you so much because, that's a major compliment to me. But I think we really kind of went for that Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, UFO, just take it back, to that kid that had their denim jacket on. And it was like, did you hear the new Grim Reaper?
Yeah. Oh, Grim Reaper, there's a name I haven't heard in a
while. So great.
Oh, wow, rest in peace.
Grim is so amazing. And Bocat, such a great player.
Yeah. And so, Night Terror. Now let's talk about. You guys have an album coming out, so you want to talk a little bit about the new album and when people can get it?
Sure. So we did something a little different this time. We did a 6-song EP instead of a full-blown album because, to be honest with you, we wanted to test the waters. We wanted to see because it's 4 new guys together. Yeah, we all played in different bands together. We know each other, but we just wanted not to go out there and say, here's a brand new record with 13 songs. Absorb this. We want to get people to check it out, listen to it. Because with 5 originals and 1 cover, which is the UFO Lights Out cover, people can hear what we're all about. Like those first 5 songs. If you don't get what we're coming, what we're trying to get across, then you're not going to get it. So that's, and it's coming out the end of the month. I think November 30th is the due date. As long as, of course, everything gets made at, labs and stuff. So it's vinyl, it's CD. We weren't doing CDs originally, but then the label goes, wow, this is getting a good response. So, and, of course, you can get it streaming like Apple. Sure. So, yes. So that's technically what's going on with the album.
And it's through Deko, right?
Yes, through Deko. Yep.
A great label. I love all the artists on there. I mean, they got a little bit of everything. Albert Bouchard, Joe Bouchard.
Little POC guys there. Yep.
Yeah, you released some solo stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they have like everything. They have like Tiffany, and then they got like us. So they got Union with Karabi
Yeah.
and Bruce
Okay.
Kulick. So the label's been very good to us. And one thing I like about the label, Charlie, that runs the label, never says to me, I need you to write like this. Sounds great.
Yeah.
To me when it's done. That makes me really happy.
Yeah. I understand he's a musician himself.
Well, Charlie was in a band called the Bronx Casket Company with me. And also he plays keyboard for Angel.
Oh, yeah, I heard. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he took over for Greg Jafria, and he did that Brothers in Arms record I did. He's the
Yeah.
keyboard player and songwriter with me.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
Charlie's great, man.
Great family connection there.
Oh yeah.
Any plans to take this on the road? I know you guys are all busy with your other things, but you think if it's popular enough, you might do some live
It's funny, people keep asking. We're getting a lot of those questions now. Like they're like, yeah, you should go play over the pond, like over in Europe. This would
festivals. Yeah. Yeah.
But you know what? We would love to. The thing is, the cool thing about it is we would do the 6 songs off the
Yeah.
EP, throw some cool Seven Witches songs in there,
Yeah.
maybe do a Dangerous Toys song, definitely do an Ice Dirt song because of Dennis, and
Yeah.
definitely do a Diamond Head song. Why not?
Yeah. Yeah. And it's a great time for it, Jack, because besides this album coming out, of course, you're probably aware Jason's got a Dangerous Toys compilation coming out on Paris
Right?
Records. And I got to ask, what do you think about Jason's? Have you seen his podcast? Any chance that you guys will be going on that?
No, I don't think Jason wants me on it. I don't know. He hasn't asked me yet. You know what? I've watched a couple of interviews before we did his podcast, and then I watched this podcast. It's awesome because you know why?
Yeah.
Very much like me. He's an old school dude that knows all these bands that people are, who? What? Yeah. Jason's very schooled on it, and I love that. He's not going to ask you like these questions like, oh, so what have you done before this? Like he's really thorough. Like I like
it. Yeah, that's how you know when the guy's on his game because even me, like when I ask somebody like you on, I don't want to ask the questions you've already been asked, or I try to at least do my homework and check out what's he talking about today, what's his latest project. I take the time to go listen to it, so at least when we're talking, I can know what I'm talking about.
Right. That's cool, man. Hey, I'm the same way too. Like if I'm going to do something, I like to really get a little bit of a background on it.
Yeah, and I gotta say it's cool that you and Jason are hooking up. Have you and him known each other a while, or what's your past connection?
Well, first of all, I met those guys when I was 20 years old. They were maybe 21. They were working on Hellacious Acres. They were working on the second record, and I met them in LA. And I was a big fan of the first debut, and then I just know Jason's history over the years, and there's a lot of that family thing because, of course, Rivera's from Houston, and also you have Tecchio sang on the second Watchtower. So when we were making the records for Watchtower, he'd be telling Jason he's working with me. So I've been a fan of Jason for a very long time.
You guys finally get a chance to do something together, huh?
Yeah, and he always makes the big joke now. He's like, well, James Allen, finally I get to be a part of this little clique. It was pretty funny.
Yeah. And Jack, as you probably know, just knowing Jason or his talent, like he's one of those guys that really should have made it much bigger. He made his mark, and so the name Jason McMaster and Dangerous Toys obviously means something. But I think it's cool too because these guys are having all this success, kind of. Like even Paul Adele, I've interviewed about his Scream Therapy band.
You know what? That's really good. Yeah. I really like that.
Yeah.
I don't know Paul that well, but we've been kind of messing each other and stuff. He's an awesome guitar. He's a great guitar player. And little does he know, man, I was a huge Dirty Looks fan.
Oh, yeah. He's a super nice guy. I mean, I enjoy every chance I get to talk to him. And then he's even so humble that he thanks you. Oh, thanks, man, for taking time to let me do another interview. They're like, thank you, Paul. But
you know what, dude? He's real because you know what? You're taking your time out.
Yeah.
We need you guys. People don't realize that. So
and he was sharing with me, like even the other guitar player, Scott in Dangerous Toys. He goes, yeah, Scott, he also has his guitar business on the side and he makes some of my guitars. So that's pretty cool that they keep it in the family and all that.
Oh yeah, well that's who I became friends with were first when I was in LA. I was living out there. Me and Scott would do guitar trading and stuff, and I would hear Scott would let me hear some of the solos that he was working on when he was working with Max Norman. So that was really cool.
That's pretty cool. And you know, the other thing to say about Jason is, you know, I was kind of surprised that when Brian couldn't do AC/DC for a while, they got, you know, Axl Rose, and he did what he did, and they did a decent enough job, of course. But I always kind of thought, you know, if they're going to get an American man, Jason, he has that AC/DC sound, they should have gone with him.
He would have been awesome. I mean, dude, think about what Jason's done.
Yeah.
He's filling for Bush and Armored Saint. Wow.
Yeah. There you go.
Well, he filled in for Mark from TT Quick and Accept.
Wow.
So,
Yeah. There you go.
I mean, Jason can do pretty much anything.
Yeah. So, what was it like when you guys were recording? Let's talk about the writing of the songs for this. I mean, did you all get in a room, or did you send stuff like through email? How did it work?
I wish we all did that. So, a lot of these ideas I had templates for what I wanted to do. So, I recorded all my guitars really and made it tight, and then I would send stuff to my Carl in France. He would do the drums, and then my bass player. So these songs were all done, technically done. Mm-hmm. I sent them to Jason, and I said, we started talking. I go, I want you to be you. He said, okay. So Jason wrote every lyric, every melody line, every chorus, every hook. All Jason. I had nothing to do with it. He is an amazing, amazing artist. One thing I will say about Jason, he would call me up and go, hey, this sounds a little out of key, or this sounds a little funky, or this sound. He was great. And he was always so respectful, like, hey, man, I know this is your baby. I don't want to step on your feet. I go, no. Please, man, if something doesn't sound or feel right, tell me. And that's the relationship that we have.
Yeah. You know, the best compliment I think I can give you guys, Jack, is the fact that, you know, people might hear the name Jason McMaster and think, oh, okay, this is just going to sound like Dangerous Toys or Broken Teeth. But what you guys really accomplished here, and I don't know if it's something you set out to do, but you sure did accomplish this. This doesn't sound like any of the previous projects you guys have been involved with. I mean, it really kind of, I think you put your own individual stamp here on this project.
Wow. Thank you so much, man. I mean, I got to say, I could not have done it without the other three guys. I mean, not only are they just phenomenal musicians, they're just the nicest guys. And you know what it is? We all come from the same school. We just love to play. Sure. It's not about money, dude, because we ain't making money. We do it because we really feel it in here. Ask Paul, he'll tell you.
Yeah, that's why, you know, Jack Frost is involved with every time I talk to him, he's doing something different because, you know, maybe, you know, you make a little bit of money, but you do it for the love of it, obviously, you know, and you're still in the game, and that's what's important.
Right. And I mean, listen, I got very lucky getting the Aldenova gig. That to me is huge because I get to play. I get to see with Dangerous Toys. I get to play all these amazing festivals, and I get to play with an 80s icon. Like, that's an icon album.
You know, Aldenova is one of those guys that, you know, he was huge back in the day, and he's still around. He's still in the game. And I love that. I think it was Blood on the Bricks or something like. I love that album he did years ago with John Bon Jovi producing.
Dude, that record should have been so big.
Yeah, you know, I don't know why it was. Yeah.
We do Blood on the Bricks live. It's so much fun.
Yeah, that's a great rocking tune. And it's great to be involved with stuff. Now, I wanted to ask you before we wrap it up, Jack, like, how did you guys come up with the name Night Terror? Again, it just sounds so metal to me.
Well, basically, again, I'm going to say it's all Jason because he wrote the song called Night. It was like Night Terrors. And I go, wow, that's a cool name. And then we were trying to come up with a name for the album. We're like, you know, we didn't know what to call it. We're like, oh, we threw some names around. We were like, maybe use our last names, like the letter from each name. But nobody's going to know what that means. And when I heard Night Terror, I'm like, that sounds cool. And I asked the guys, what do you think? You know why we took Night Terror? What do you think of? Judas Priest, Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
That kind of Diamond Head.
Yeah.
Iced Earth. It's all that.
Yeah.
That it just makes me think of that era. That's why
It's got a nice ring to it, and you know, rolls off the tongue, and it does sound so metal. I don't know how else to you know, explain it. And also, it was cool that you guys released the music video and the single on Halloween. In fact, when I got the press release, I'm checking out the music video. Oh, okay, this is tied into Halloween. This is Halloween themed. Not at all.
no.
Yeah. Just the
Well,
terror.
I
Yeah,
think they were doing it. They thought it was a good day to release a metal song, and it
yeah.
was like. And it's funny, the day we released our song, Striper released their Christmas. Oh, come on, faithful. I'm friends with Michael. I was laughing. I'm like, well, that's two sides of the coin.
Yeah. You know, I got to ask you, Jack, because that's one thing I dig that a lot of these metal bands have started getting into. Like, would you ever think of putting out like a Jack Frost metal Christmas album?
Dude, it's so weird you say that. So many people have asked me that because of the Sabotage thing, and
Yeah.
it became TSO. And if somebody really hit me up and asked me to do it, I would really do it. Like Jack Frost's Christmas album.
Jack Frost Snow or something.
Yes, I would love to do it. I got up. Hey, if you know any labels that want to do it,
hey Jack, I just might have a friend that's the president of the label, but I'll talk to him about it.
Dude, I would and tell him I would get all these. Remember the Brothers in Arms album?
Yeah.
I get all these singers from other bands like to sing on, but make it real metal.
Yeah, that would be cool. And with the name and everything, Jack Frost Snow, Christmas Snow, or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, hey, I got to ask, because I heard a story that years ago when Ace Frehley first left Kiss, I think back in '82, you actually went and auditioned for those guys. Is that correct?
Me?
Yeah, that's.
I never auditioned for Kiss.
Okay, maybe I'm getting it. Okay, yeah. Oh, you know who I'm thinking of? I'm sorry, Doug Aldridge. I heard something about him. He did.
Oh, my brother?
Yeah.
You know what's funny? You know how many people get me and him confused sometimes?
Yes, the hair.
Yeah, and I go, he's way taller and he's a way better player than me. But we're really good friends. I love Doug.
And I'm just so glad that he's apparently gone over his cancer, thank God.
Yeah, dude. I literally, and I'm not trying to name drop. I'm not that guy. But we're friends. Yeah. And I know his fan. It's that kind of a thing. And when he was sick, I reached out to him and he's like, thank you so much, brother. Because I love the guy. He's
sure.
He's good people, you know.
And very last thing before I let you go today, Jack, because I know your time is precious. Other people waiting to talk to you, but were you at all an Ace Frehley fan? And you know, how did Ace's death affect you at all?
Okay, so last year we played Mohegan Sun to Connecticut. Ace Frehley, Slaughter, and Al DeNova. It was so awesome getting to play with a guy that when I was 12 years old,
sure.
bought Love Gun, and I go, look at that Les Paul and those Marshalls. It affected me a lot because you know what? He's one of those guys, Randy Rhoads, Eddie Van Halen, Ace Frehley.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sad.
Sure. Even to this day, I'm still affected. I can't believe that he's gone. You know, and the funny thing about the day it happened, I was at work and it was kind of like happening online. You know, like he's on life support, and then a few hours later, and at first I wasn't sure is this a true story, but yeah, sure enough, you check out the other sites and it was true. Anyways, Jack, I will let you go because, like I said, I know other people are waiting to talk to you. I wish we had longer.
But you know what? In closing, it really was. And people that say, "Oh, he was okay." He wasn't okay. He was phenomenal. And you know, the guys in his band, they are the nicest guys in the whole world. What a loss for them, too, because they were on fire. They were on fire.
And you know, you don't have a 50-year career if you're just all right. You know what I mean?
Oh, man. And he had a lot of ups and downs, man.
Yeah. So he hung in there. He's still there. Well, Jack, thanks so much. And I urge people to go get the new album when it comes out. Check out the single that's out there now for Night Terror. You take care, my friend. And this will be going up later today. I'll send you the link.
Keep in touch about that Christmas album.
Yeah, I'll let my friend know. I think he might be interested for next year. Okay.
Sounds good, man. Have a great Sunday, man. Thank you for your time.
Anytime.
All right. Bye-bye.